Hey there, folks. I'll be back at you. How do you think the Venezuelan people feel about what happened, about the attacks? They think they're for it, against it? Are they glad Maduro and his wife are gone? Because I've been hearing reports that all the Venezuelan people are at least a lot of them anyway, are celebrating and partying and are excited, are happy that Maduro's gone. A lot of them fled Venezuela to come here because of Maduro, him stealing elections and stealing the government, and a lot of election fraud going on over there. Do you know any Venezuelans that are, and are they happy about what's going on? Do they think it's a good idea? I'm always curious about that kind of thing. And do you think they'll eventually get a decent leader in there? Do you think if everything goes right and Trump and the government can get things figured out and situated, stabilized, I guess, and can get a decent leader in so they can have a fair election? Do you think the people that are there will elect a decent leader? Or do you think they'll let somebody else that'll end up doing something similar to what Maduro did? Do you think they'll change the way they do things so they don't have this problem again? Can they come up with something like we have the Constitution, where the government won't be allowed to do things? Everything will have to be voted in. And do you think they should have more of a United States Constitution type similar thing? Or do you think they should just come up with their own thing that works for them? Either model it after ours or something different. And maybe learn from our mistakes and make theirs better. Because our government has way too much control now, and there's always a loophole for them to do a lot of things, and you might not be able to change the Constitution very easily, but they can come up with all the laws and they want, and they have a lot of people in the right places in a lot of states that will enact laws or come up with laws that maybe some ways circumvent the Constitution, and maybe are in violation of the Constitution, but it's allowed because nobody stands up and says this can't be allowed because it's against the Constitution. There's for example, a lot of gun laws, those things, in a lot of states that are just outright stupid and make no sense. Don't get me wrong, I like having restrictions on certain things, and maybe if somebody's in danger of harming themselves or others, violent offenders that are known to be violent and not change, and maybe they shouldn't have guns. But yet I've met felons that have reformed themselves and are legal, law-abiding citizens now that I would trust more than your average Joe that's walking down the street with a gun. Just because they made a mistake doesn't mean they're bad. But anyways, kind of went off track there. Squirrel. If you haven't noticed by now, you'll learn if you watch enough of my videos. I have a tendency to go off on tangents. Sometimes way off, and ends up getting into unrelated stuff than what I started off with. But anyways, let me know what you think about this whole Venezuela Maduro thing, and the Trump and the United States government, at least supposedly temporarily running Venezuela. Is that a good thing? Bad thing? Let me know in the comments what you think. And let me know what your comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down, like, subscribe, share. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.